Well, it's comfort eating, of course.
Yeah.
When you were comfort eating,
yeah.
What kind of food did you go for? Was it sweets and snacks, or was it just volume?
It was sizable portions. I do love food.
Imagine a big old meal, though. Isn't that lovely? Food is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
I tell you, I get more excited about food than anything other than sometimes special cuddles with the wife, right? They're my two favourite things in life, really.
Have you ever tried doing that with food, though?
Christ, I got to eat a donut once when she was on top of me, and I tell you what, I almost shot her to the ceiling, I'm telling you. A bit of jam came out, I'm Mama! Anything else you'd care to share? But what's your favourite food?
Desserts is the worst for me.
Dessert? What's your favourite dessert?
Oh, anything with custard. Anything.
Actually, I went through a phase, though, where I liked custard and things. Custard doesn't look like it, I know, because I'm skinny. But
there's nothing of you.
I know.
But would you have a big dinner? I mean, if you guys were sitting down eating, would it be noticeable that when the bread got passed around, it kind of ended there? It didn't get passed back. You know what I'm saying? When the gravy was poured, someone would go in first and say, did we get any gravy? He appears to be having roast soup. But do you like a lot as well?
Mate, I eat loads. Yeah. But then again, I don't mind missing a meal. You know, sorry to say this, but people are getting a bit fat, aren't they, generally? You're making... not this audience. Do you know what I mean? We're following the US, aren't we? We're all getting quite obese.
We are getting more
We're all just getting bigger.
But, you know, part of me loves that, because I like a well-covered lady, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'd much rather look at a plump lady than a skinny lady.
Yeah, sure.
You know, given the chance. Would you agree?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
There's not wrong with a
Do you agree, Mark?
A bigger lady?
Yeah.
No, I get lost.
You can imagine that. If she sat down, he'd be like a bit of thong, wouldn't he? You have to pull it out again. Boing! Right, I am excited that you're back together, OK? And you know, obviously, the thing that everyone wants to know is whether Robbie may or may not join you on stage. Now, presumably there's pretty much an open invite. There'll be a fifth mic on the stage if he wants to come along and join you.
Yeah.
Does he make up his mind early? Because I get the feeling that, obviously, you know, he's a supremely talented guy. He's a great performer live.
Sure.
But he must be someone who has a lot of advisors around him, I guess. A lot of people tell him what to do. Ultimately, he's going to make up his own mind. But it's hard to know whether or not he's getting the message.
I think Rob's in a place... I don't like speaking, you know, for him while he's not here, but I'm thinking he's at a place where he can make his own choices, and I think he's quite clever. He knows when to do things and when not to do things. And if it's good for him, it's good for us. It could happen, who knows?
Because at the end of the documentary, you know, there was that scene where you were waiting for him to come in and join you, and he didn't join you. He sent a recorded message. And I suspect the main reason he sent the recorded message is because of the things he said about you over the last few years, and him feeling awkward about coming in and being in the same room as you. But in a way, that's broken the ice there.
Yeah.
He's already said several times, he even said on this show a few weeks ago that, you know, he very much respected you as a songwriter. He'd said bad things about you, he regretted saying that. And I think maybe now that he's had that out, then he's had the chance to address that somewhat, he would feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
Was there ever bad blood though? It must have really pissed you off hearing some of the things he said about you.
Oh, definitely. If you'd have asked me that 7 years ago, I'd have given a different answer. But I don't know what it is, whether it's just being out of the limelight, having a chance to think clearly without having all that circus around you. But it's just not even an issue, is it?
Yeah.
It's really
Life's
not.
too short to carry that kind of grudge around.
Yeah.
I strongly suspect he's going to walk out and join you at some stage.
If he doesn't, will you come? I'll have a mic, you can borrow it.
I think if I came out there,
You could do Lulu.
it would be too big a story.
You could do Lulu.
Yeah, but didn't you I'm not having that.
No, no. People always think I'm Jason and he's Howard. Well, he's Jason, he's the one that her.
I didn't. It would be a great moment if Robbie comes out and joins you, but it's going to be a great concert anyway, I would have thought. It's going to be fabulous to be performing live again, isn't it? What are you going to do about outfits? Because back then, I got the feeling often they were chosen for you. I would love to take you out and style you for the gig. Let's do that.
I think we're busy that year.
No, hey. There'll be cakes. Really, I'm looking forward to the tour. I'm sure it's going to be good. How many are you going to do? Is it a big, long thing? You signed up for, did you say 11?
29, 30 shows, I think.
30 shows around the UK.
Can we just take this opportunity, though, while we're on telly, just to say, look, they might not be as frantic, the dance routine, but they might be slightly tamer.
Yeah.
Can we use your telly to do that?
Isn't there a section in the middle where you have a little sit-down section?
Yeah.
Yeah, and tea comes out.
And the scones.
Yeah, and they're going to be wearing some great new tartan blankets live on stage, just over their knees for the finale. Guys, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to see you back together again. It kind of feels right, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
Yeah, it does. It feels sort of, it feels right. And what a lovely bunch of guys. What a lovely bunch of guys. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in saying thank you. To take that. Thank you so much. You going to stay for club?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Jason, well done. Nice, thank you. All right. Well, thank you to all my guests this evening. As I said, it was a packed show, but thank you to Take That, Dara O'Brien, Claudia Winkleman, and, of course, Mr Ray Winstone. Now, we have an absolutely fantastic show next week, our last in the series. I mean, this week's was good, but next week, wow. We've got fantastic guests. The new Doctor Who, David Tennant, will be here. Hollywood's hottest starlet, Scarlett Johansson. Kings of Comedy, Steve Coogan and Rob Brydon. And we have music from Richard Ashcroft. That's going to be a great show. But now, performing Grow from their brilliant debut album, Mother, it's a band who I think are going to be huge in the very near future. Cub!